Wake up there, Shelly.
I'm trying.
Welcome to the Last Lap Live. I'm Brian Smith. This is Shelly. This guy, we're on like week,
16.
16. That's pretty good. I didn't think we'd make it this far before we gave up the ghost, but we're still hanging in there. We had fantastic weather again, 2 weeks in a row.
We haven't had a rain out yet.
I know, it's been great.
You know, you kind of look forward to those rainouts every once in a while.
No, never look forward to
I
rainouts.
don't, because I get bored and there's way too much work put into going into it. But
Speed Week's coming though, so.
It always rains at Speed Week.
Yeah, it always rains at
Don't
Speed
say
Week.
that.
Even on Thursdays.
No, I'm thinking Thursday's looking good.
Is it?
Yeah, I think the temperature's like back down into the middle 70s and no rain. But
I hope so.
it is like, you know, a whole week away.
Yeah.
So who
I'm
knows?
always looking forward to Speed Week, but we're going to go down and watch at Waynesfield, I think. We're going to go down to Waynesfield on Sunday.
It's my favorite.
And then, is it? That's your
Of
favorite?
of the week racing, I like
Yeah.
Queensfield.
It's easiest to
racy.
get to for us, and yeah, it's always a
Yeah,
racy racetrack. Always have a good car count down there too. So,
it's one of my faves.
so first thing, let's get this out of the way here. Our guy running the board, Stephen Pocock, came out to race. He got the day off so that he could come out and race on Saturday, and that's different. Usually he's up in the booth taking care of the videos and running all kinds of stuff.
Face a little red over there.
Yeah, his face is definitely red. I saw him drive by, and actually the truck was still on the trailer, and I saw you drive by, and I thought, hey, Steven brought his race truck here. That's neat. I didn't know he was going to race here. And then next thing I know, it's going, and they're dragging it down the pits behind the wrecker, and there was snow flying everywhere, and it was a big old mess. Speak loud enough so they can hear you, Steven. What happened there? I'm just curious.
Oops.
The motor mount spacer broke. The motor fell in the the steering column. I couldn't turn.
That can't happen. That never happens, does it?
Having a farmer once.
That's a fake. It's got to be. You were just going too fast going into the exit, right?
I didn't know what number. I didn't know what he had. I knew he was coming because he had a replacement up in the booth, and I come around the turn 2 there on the back side of where the pit bleachers are, and I was like, "What the freak?" I mean, here it sits, and everyone's around it trying to get it off, and
You parked it on top of the
On top.
softballs, right? Up on the guardrail and everything. I'm seriously though. How fast had you been going? It's you had to know that was coming. You knew you were going to exit the racetrack, right?
Yeah.
were you trying to exit,
I tried to
or
turn
you
harder. And then we're up to well, straight.
The brakes didn't work either. No.
No.
How soft are those walls? Just curious.
A little soft.
It-
A little sore still, but.
Yeah.
He shredded them.
Yeah,
They're
that's what I heard.
shredded.
Farmer's a little mad at you for beating up his softballs. They took a beating on Saturday. A couple different.
Yeah,
Eric DeVanna got into them, I think, and
they're in trucks.
there was snow everywhere in the race. Matter of fact, my little girl Camille was running around after the races. She was throwing footballs she made out of them. There was so much snow all over the place. So I guess it worked out. But who ended up winning that truck race? So Sean Blaney didn't win that.
Corey Ward, I believe.
Corey Ward,
Yeah.
that's good. Finally stopped Sean's streak.
Yeah.
Not good
I
for
could have
Sean,
won it,
obviously.
but I
But
ain't taken out.
you were gonna win it, but you got taken out.
Yeah. I ran over.
You
What
gonna
do
tell
you
us who? Can we start a rivalry here?
Earnhardt.
Another rookie. He's a rookie.
Two rookies smashing into each other. Oh, that happens
Yeah.
sometimes.
You'll have
You
that.
drove on top of my tire.
Well,
That's
you drove on
not
top of the
allowed.
wall, so.
Mine's fun though.
It was? Don't do that anymore.
Get more mad at me.
So, we had a different winner in the trucks, and Bobby Clark had a lot of pressure put on him because
Yeah.
Mark Egan won that Legends race last week in that same car. So, he took the pressure well and ended up winning that 305 race. And then Brian Lay, was that his first win at Fremont?
No, second.
Second win at
year.
Fremont?
Yep.
So, but this one was on the slick, which I loved,
I know you do.
by the way. Shelley is adamantly opposed to that
I'm
kind of
not a
racetrack,
fan.
but
As soon as that morning I got to the racetrack and Farmer said, "You're probably not going to want to watch racing tonight." And I said, "Yeah." He said, "There's no humidity in it, and it was slick."
I thought it was great.
I thought
Racing was good.
I actually, and you know, by 7 o'clock on Saturday, you've heard so many stupid questions. I had somebody come up to me. Of course, it was a woman, and she's like, "Can you tell me, is the track going to be this way on Thursday of Speed Week?"
Just say yes. Just answer those questions, yes.
Sure. Anybody who knows me shouldn't ask me that question because I hate the
Yeah,
slick
I hope
track.
not.
I just hate them.
It's just a different discipline, that's all. I mean, it just takes a different
The racing wasn't
mindset.
bad, I guess. I didn't get to watch a whole lot of it. I seen I did get to watch a little bit of the. You had a great run, by the way.
Thank you.
I did 50-50 for Kick It, so I was pretty on top of everything else. I was pretty.
That worked out really good too, didn't it?
Oh my gosh, they
Yeah.
did wonderful. Yeah.
My wife Kim said that
She did. She,
she sold a bunch of tickets and
And I heard, you know how people panic when you see, you know when you guys get off the gas on the corners and a puff of smoke comes out of the motors? Everybody panics,
right.
you know, not thinking. And I heard Brian Liskey say a puff of white smoke out of the Brian Smith 2 Plus. And I kept
Yeah.
trying to talk to Kim so she didn't hear it. Because I
Yeah.
thought, well, that's probably not what she wants to hear when she's not watching.
Right.
But you had a great run.
Yeah, we had. It was quite a day. We started out. Normally we don't talk about me here, but we started out. We had a leak in the shifter linkage for the last several weeks, and I decided to fix it this week. And I thought I had it fixed, and I put it in gear for him to fire the motors, and it just kind of rolled through it and didn't go in gear. So like, oh boy. So I ran home, or got back to the pits, had my crew chief Lee Decker run to my house and try and find the part so we could change it back to the leaky one. Couldn't find it. So I'm laying under the car all greasy, missed hot laps, got it back together, got it fixed, went out for hot laps, or qualifying, got a decent qualifying time, worked out pretty good. But then in the pursuit, a plug that I didn't even know was there came out and was squirting oil out the front of the motor, and that was hitting the headers, and it was smoking. I smelled oil like 3 laps ago, and I thought it was the rear end was still leaking and stuff, and it wasn't that, because I knew it was motor oil at that point, so it made me a little nervous. But then there's the trail that goes all the way through up to the car, and we pulled the hood off, and my middle daughter was there, and she goes, "Dad, it's coming from there." I mean, immediately she's just like, "It's right there," and there was a little plug that had come out, and Jody Keegan had when we got that fixed and everything. But it was interesting. It took me it was a good 2 hours at the car wash
I
today,
bet.
just trying to get that oil off of everything. It was
That's a nightmare.
just splattered. The roll cage, was round, and you're trying to find everything. I'm crawling underneath it, laying, and it was brutal. But
Yuck.
we ended up third. We got to be in the pursuit. Crown Battery put me in.
Byron.
Was it Byron?
Yep.
And put
Yep.
Byron in
Yep.
the pursuit. So got to start last. So that's a good spot to start in the pursuit.
Who ended up winning it? I didn't get to see it.
Blaney.
Did he win?
Dave Blaney was there, and he took the challenge then in the
He
feature.
did. That was cool.
Yeah. He didn't make it up very far though.
I know Farmer texted Dale and told him that he was a sissy because his brother took the challenge and Dale didn't take it a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago when he had the opportunity.
That was an all-star race.
Dale's
though, and-
response was, "He's better than me."
Yeah.
So
He had nothing to lose. He had just made $1,000
Right.
in the pursuit. They were going to come back. I believe he's coming back for Speed Week,
Mhm.
at least the Thursday show. And so, he really had nothing to
I'm
lose.
kind of looking forward to the Thursday show. It sounds like we're going to have a good car count or a good variety of cars. Yesterday was my birthday, and I got a birthday
Oh, happy
text.
birthday.
Thank you.
How old are you?
About that.
Yeah. Anyway.
21.
I got a birthday text from Jana Holbrook, and she said that Stevie Smith's going to come and run their car. So
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I haven't seen him run yet this year, me personally. So.
Right. Austin Wheatley, I saw, was going to make it back out in the 44
Really?
car.
Well, that'd be cool.
He was looking for a crew member to help him. I think I saw it on Twitter. Danny Dietrich's coming over for the first 5 races, 6 races, whatever it is, from Pennsylvania. So
I
that's
like
good.
Speed Week. It kind of shakes things up. I said this will be those teams that are struggling now. You might see some changes.
Right.
I know there's been some changes here locally.
Speed Week lends itself to doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's tired by the end of the week, and if things aren't going good, then
If they're going good, it's wonderful. If it's
Yeah.
not,
things
people
change.
tend not to like each other a whole lot.
I lost a ride right after Speed Week not that many years ago, so I know from personal experience that happens. But
I always kind of stand back and just kind of watch because there's a lot of good drivers a lot of times after Speed Week. Ride searching again.
Right.
Because it's tough. And like I said, if you're struggling going into it and you struggle at all starting it, it can be ugly.
yeah, for sure.
But before you go to your break,
No, what else? We were going to talk about the Kick It deal.
Yeah.
I think you got some.
I do. I have my kickball stuff with me. I got 27, actually 28 now. TJ Michaels got with me just before I came here today, and he's like, "Oh, I want to do it." So
these are guys that are going to shave their
these
heads.
are the ones that are going to shave.
How is this going to happen with 27 guys?
We're
doing
going to do them
Speed
in a
Week show?
group. We're going to do them in a group. I have, I actually have some professional girls and barbers coming in to help this year. So yeah, don't.
What you got a barber that can do something with this?
I'm thinking we
And
can put
Can we do lift guys
some
here?
fade right here. Brian Liskey refuses. won't speak to me about it.
Yeah.
I can't say anything because I actually had somebody offer a good chunk of money for me to do it, and I just can't do it. So I commend
Why
you.
not?
I
You'll grow
don't. I
back.
think it's a vanity thing. I just can't even.
They got all kinds of pretty hats and scarves and.
You know,
all kinds
Kyle
of stuff.
Slaughter's
Wig.
wife does it every year. Every single year she does it for St. Baldrick's, and I'm just amazed by her, and she does it. And I've tried. Last year I tried to convince myself to do it for her at her event, and it came right up to the last minute, and I kept thinking I can do this, and I can't do it. I just
At some point, you're going to have to. I mean, you're asking all these guys
I
to
know,
do it.
I know.
You know, some of the guys like their hair. I cannot wait to get rid of this. It is
It's
killing
funny
me.
because we got Brad Keckler here tonight. His hair, I noticed, is getting pretty. He's
Yeah.
shaved. He's been out working really hard at it. And Kent Weaver, he his hair is getting real big. He's not a driver, but he's a fan, and he's played on all the kickball teams up till now. And I noticed his hair's all curling up over under his hat and
Yeah.
everything. Jordan Ryan's gonna do it. Actually, like I said, I have a big list of them. And
Well, give, because this is a bidding deal too.
this is a bidding deal.
So make sure you give out the website and all that kind
And
of stuff.
I have Brian Lay, Brandon Moore, Eric Devanna, Corey McLaughlin, Brad Keckler, yourself, Matt Merrill, Tyler Gunn, who is a second time. Tyler shaved last year. Dustin Dinan, who I might have to shave after his performance
He
on
just barely
Saturday.
bumped the tire.
Oh my gosh. But the 29 car, like the team car, did it 3 laps prior to.
Yeah.
But Dan Henning, John Ivey, Dustin Keegan, Josh Harrison, Chris Andrews, Jordan Ryan, Jack Soderman Jr., Rich Farmer, Kent Weaver, Kenny Osborne. He races in the truck division at Waynesfield, and he had called and asked, hey, we don't do anything like this over there. Can I get involved? So
Yeah, that's good.
our very own Steve Pocock, Brian Melnick, who is also a second timer, Lee Jacobs, which I kind
He's
of
about
thought
in the
about
same
you
shot, yeah.
when I seen it, but you're all growing hair. Andrew Palker, Andrew Lubman, Andy Earnhardt, Sean Valeni, and added TJ Michaels today. So, and then there's another 22 drivers that have agreed to raise at least $100 in donations that they did not want to get their hair shaved, but they will
That
be.
is what I thought I was signing up for, just so you know.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that's how that was when they came up and asked me, and I'm like, sure, I
Yeah,
can
sign
come
me
for $100, no problem. And then my name ended up on that list, and it's like, ooh, well, I mean,
Well, but look, you're gonna get a headband because I'm assuming you're gonna play in the team on the.
yeah, I hope
Yes,
so.
a really cool button.
That's a big button.
It is a big button, but it's super cool. And get this, these socks.
Yeah, I think I could probably pull
Now,
those
how
off.
cool are
for
these
sure.
gonna be? Yeah. So, it's gonna be fun. I think. Like I said, we'll have somebody there to help this year. Last year, some of those guys, Travis Philo and Chris Andrews, I felt bad for them because 3 months later, after we shaved them, they were still looking pretty well. So these girls and guys are going to come in, and we're going to do, I think, 9 on
So
the
is
stage
there, can
at
we
a time.
get some kind of design on Rich
Heck
Farmer?
yeah, if you want.
I mean-
oh, he doesn't want anything weird. I think he's having second thoughts
Well, if he can't get out of it now, there's going to be a bunch of drivers there that are going to corral him and tie him down.
because we had somebody at one time say that they would give X amount of dollars to shave his eyebrows, and he's like, I draw the line with my eyebrows.
We definitely need to do something like that without telling him. Just take care of that.
Run. Once you
Yeah.
do it, shave them and run.
Once it's done, I mean, what are you going to do? What's he going to do? Cancel the races?
That's true.
Just
He's
take
gonna
care
be
of it.
mad.
So this is happening on Thursday
It is happening
of the
on
Speed Week
Thursday.
show. We're doing this before the races.
We're gonna do it before. That way we don't hold anybody up. And,
Okay. There's going to be a bunch of guys that are having a really hard time getting their head socks on
Well,
and off then. Cause
when we were walking in here tonight, Rich says to me, he goes, not to sound stupid, but you're doing all this, and now it's gonna look like we have a whole field of people who have went through like cancer treatments or something. I said, well, it's kind of the, it's kind of
well, that's
point
what yeah, isn't that what it's for?
to-
Is
to-
to show
to-
solidarity
yeah,
with
and strength and support with it. So I think it's gonna be cool, and I think it's way cool that you guys are doing it because, like I said, I've struggled innerly with.
Yeah, it'll grow back a lot
Thinking I
faster
should-
for you than it will for us. So
I don't know when you get older. I just had a birthday. Does it grow back slower, or what if it don't grow back at all?
then you get prettier hats and scarves and stuff to wear, I guess. Don't worry, you can pull it off. They come in black.
Yeah.
So when is the actual kickball game?
The kickball game is going to be September 13th. That will be the Saturday of the Gym 4 Classic.
Okay.
And there's a lot of stuff going on that day. I'm thinking of a dunk tank, but I haven't come up with a reasonably priced one because you're doing these things, you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money out.
Right.
And I really, really want to hit that 50 grand this year.
What did it get to last year?
We've collected 34,000.
Wow.
So, and the Jeff Gordon Foundation has agreed to match everything up to 100,000
Okay.
in the month of September. So, I think 50 is doable. I really do. We're gonna do. We did a big sale last week, and that brought in $600. 50/50 brought in another 400. I've been picking up donations from local businesses, so I think we're gonna do it.
I hope so. That'd be a great
We're
deal.
gonna do it.
For sure. All right, well, let's do our first break here, and we'll come back with our two guests. We're going to do guests at the same time.
Sure.
Brad Keckler and Mikey B, Mike Birkin. We got highlights or something we're going to show here?
4 times.
The 410 highlights? All right, keep an eye on that car that finished third, too, while you're at it. Go ahead and go to break, and we'll be back with our guests.
They'll see cross flags, and here comes Brian Lay into second. Brian Lay on the move. Heavy lap traffic, cross flags, halfway home. No problems for your leader. Gets into Bruce Wall. Brian Lay now into the second spot. Brian Lay again, a good run. He's to the inside of Chris Andrews. They touch in 3 and 4. New leader Brian Lay. Brian Lay pulls away now. Chris Andrews going to have his hands full with Brian Smith out of turn 4. 6 to go.
Welcome back to the Last Lap Live. Mikey B was here asking me how this goes, and we're not really sure after 16 weeks, but we're just shooting the breeze and
Wing
talking
it.
about whatever. Yeah,
We
wing
swing
it.
it.
This is I got notes like that. I don't know if you can see
They're
that.
blank, though.
Yeah, pretty much. I used to do stuff like this where we were talking about the Legends race all the time, and I'd
He
write.
copies off my notes. Don't let him fool you.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I'd write down, there we open the show, and then we do a break, and there's not a whole lot there.
Mhm.
And then there's a guest, and that was about how much we got out of them, and then it doesn't really go from there. So you need to have some stories or talk about
I have
something
any
from
stories. My year's been pretty much crap.
We're not talking about your
You're a hard
racing.
charger.
Well, that's about the best thing that happened this year.
Well, at least it's better than blowing up or crashing every week.
Catching on fire, yeah. Ending up on top of the softball, like Stephen over there.
Boy, that's going to be a hard one to live down.
I will have to say, I was giving applauding you coming down the backstretch when I seen that. That was.
Did the tire get stuck in the fender?
No.
Oh.
The steering column, or the motor came into the steering column. I couldn't turn.
Yeah, how does the motor come out?
Somebody
Spacer
forgot
rope.
somebody forgot to check some nuts and bolts.
Yeah, it was first night out though. That kind of stuff happens.
Second.
Second night
So
out.
that
man.
So
does-
it's inexcusable.
Yeah. You ran out the night before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You didn't get into anybody over there, or just?
Oh. Doug got into me.
So
Typical
they're-
racer. Someone got into
Yeah,
them.
somebody else's fault.
Yep.
I'm not gonna tell about Mike.
It wasn't
You're
me.
catching
I
on
didn't do
now.
That just happened to you recently, didn't it? Yeah,
Yeah,
you were leading that.
2 nights in a row.
Oh, 2 nights on.
2 nights in a row. Got caught up in the lap car, and he run out of fuel and drove straight down the racetrack. And wrong place, wrong time. We ended up on second. But second night we had over a track lead and got caught up in someone else's stupidity. So.
You should, look out for that stuff and maybe.
Well, it's one of them deals. Everybody says if I had patience. Well, you can only have patience for 5 or 6 laps with one car.
Oh, that's way too long.
Yeah, and then especially when you show them, you're there.
Yeah.
And then they just.
You should have one of the big bumpers on the front.
I do.
Well, why don't
That's
you-
what caught it.
Oh, okay.
You're supposed to beep the horn first, though.
I tried back bumpers and everything, and it's. I don't know. We'll change that. We got heavier shit. I'm not cuss on here.
No, this is you're on the internet.
Okay,
Nobody watches,
good.
don't worry about it. Yeah. You can do anything you want except for dance on the table.
Messes up our sound system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what about that table?
You could probably dance on that table, I suppose, but you won't be in the camera. We have to move the camera.
I come up with something over the week with Brad here, since he's doing this, shaving his head.
Yeah.
And did you hear about the
He's actually
Caleb?
been working really
Right,
hard.
with Caleb King donating his birthday money.
I think that is so cool.
Did you see that?
I just heard about
Well,
it.
Brad's famous for signing kids' forehead. I think everybody should make
I
it
think I
so
should
Caleb
sign
gets
your
to sign
head.
his
Hey,
forehead.
there you
I
go.
might even
Sharpie's
have
on
a
the
Sharpie.
table, right there.
Yeah, if you don't, I got one right here.
Yeah, I'll
so
take that.
Could I sign it?
You're gonna need that here in a little bit because I tell you what, we might change this up. And, we have this having a ball with our deal where you draw a picture of the race car on your head. Maybe we'll have you put it on his head and just draw.
See,
a
they
copy of the
haven't
race car.
watched the show, so they're not aware of
Well,
it.
that's because I can never figure it out. I'm computer illiterate as all can. Yeah.
It's
If
pretty-
she's not home, I can't do it.
Yep, it's true.
It's pretty easy, really. LastLapLive.com.
Click here.
Yeah, then my
Big button in
computer's
the middle.
way too slow.
Follow my link.
I'm not very good
Ask
at
somebody.
directions.
Go to somebody's house.
I'm old. I don't go nowhere besides my house or my shop.
Oh, jeez, you're one of them guys. So if I start asking you questions like, what do you do other than racing?
I go to work.
He's one of those guys.
Yeah, you're one of those guys.
Well, if I go anywhere else, it costs money, and I gotta pay for my own racing.
Have you ever gone anywhere else? Have you ever done anything else?
I take her fishing.
That's something.
That's all.
Is she
Heck, I take her to the radio show on her birthday.
It's your birthday today? Happy birthday. Mine
You
was
gotta introduce
yesterday.
everybody to her.
Thank you.
Or,
At the end of the show, we will.
I got a really cool steering wheel for my birthday.
I got shoes.
Shoes. I like shoes, but I wanted
And
a
fishing
steering
gear.
I wanted a I really wouldn't have liked fishing gear, but I got a really cool steering wheel
what'd you get a steering wheel for?
for my Chevelle.
Oh.
It's got a Camaro steering wheel in it, and every time I get in it, you can just look at it and know that it doesn't. It's not
does it
right.
say Camaro?
No, but I know. You can tell it came out of an old school Camaro.
For rural property.
Yeah. So I've kind of been like hinting that
Put Sprinkler steering wheel in
I
there.
would like a steering wheel that actually matched the car, not a Camaro steering wheel in the Chevelle. So
She's got a Chevelle in the garage that she had since she was this big.
Right.
And so Farmer buys her another Chevelle to replace
well,
that one.
there's a reason why, because he doesn't want to put the other one back together.
But she got another Chevelle and she's complaining about the steering wheel. She's got 2 Chevelles.
I'm sorry, that's not happening.
I just want one.
She just wants another fishing pole. What do you fish for?
Huh?
What do you
Anything. She's the only one that catches anything. I thought I'd been on a dry spell.
You need to go
She sits here with a bobber, I'm back there trying everything in the book. She sits there with a bobber every 10 minutes. Oh, got one.
You know, that's that patience thing again.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you don't have any patience.
Not when it comes
You're
to
about
something.
like Blaine, just keep reeling it
No,
in.
I sit there. I got 4 poles in the water.
Hey.
This is on the internet.
I don't care.
You're getting outfished by your girlfriend.
That's all right.
That's terrible.
As long as she
What
can
for
put food on the
poles?
table, that's all that matters.
Is she's catching the fish then to feed you? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Who you have to cut them too?
But
Oh,
I take them off the hook.
do you? I'm
You
not,
take your own
I'm
fish
not
off
a
the
good
hook?
fan
Yeah.
of that.
He makes her.
Well, I was gonna say when you catch fish,
Yeah,
you
we
take them
do.
off the. What about you, Brad? You done any fishing?
Oh yeah, fishing, hunting.
Did your girlfriend take your fish off the hook for you?
Nope, no girlfriend to take the fish out.
Oh, that's what we were talking about that. I was asking you if there was a good story behind that, but we
No.
can't get into that.
No.
We need
no
something. No, his face is turned.
Good, no good
There's a story
story on
behind that, I guarantee
There is a
that. There's
Man,
no
we made
good
people
story.
cry here. We've had all kinds of stuff happen with the guests. I thought maybe we could pull that out of you.
Probably not.
You do fishing every, Wednesday?
Yeah, actually, we're gonna try and go do some catfishing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where at?
I couldn't tell you that.
Oh, come on, I'll tell you.
Top
You on your
secret.
ninja?
You, well, you could try and follow us. and it probably won't work. You won't know where we're at. That's one of the things that we really take pride in. You know, we video all our fishing and all that stuff too.
Hey, the thing is, though, you got an iPhone, though. I just trace the GPS off it.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to happen because I was very careful to turn that off.
Oh, okay.
I actually took a picture of a fish one time, and I was at. My wife says, "Quit kicking the table." Let's turn that off.
It's probably me.
So, I took a picture of a fish with my phone, and it had the location services on it, and I put it up on Facebook because I had caught it at a place where my brother and him, we were fishing. And he got a hold of me like really fast and said, "Dude, you got location services on. Take that off. Take the picture off." People
Oh my gosh,
standing
are you
there when we're
serious?
fishing. Oh yeah, you don't want somebody standing in your spot. You know, if you find a good spot, you pull up.
Here
That's
I
one of the
thought you
worst
just
feelings in the world.
fished.
I thought I just got lucky some days, but
No,
I guess you
There's
just.
a science behind it.
Yes.
there is
Yes.
definitely. Maybe you could come on Fishing Wednesday sometime. We'll have a special guest.
He'll have to blindfold you though to get you there, so you don't
Hey.
know where
Don't
Fishing
they do it on
Wednesday's
Duck
actually
Dynasty?
going to be.
Well, there's a
What do they
few.
call that? The Joey Bradshaw, or what is it? You know what that is? Or the
I'm not sure.
There's a few igloo fishing spots we could take you. That's where the guys go with their igloo cooler and they sit down and everybody goes there, and then there's where the beer cans are laying and the sticks in the ground where they put their poles and all that stuff. Those are igloo spots.
Okay.
When we take somebody fishing, that's where we go. You go down to the river where everybody goes.
Well, that's not. That wouldn't be any fun.
Oh, we still catch fish there. We always catch fish.
See, my
But what about the
idea
hot
of fishing
spot,
is on a
though?
boat in the middle of the lake.
Drop it down with your spreader on perch fish all day long.
Yep.
Yeah, see, that's terrible.
But the key word there is boat.
Yeah,
Not
she
fish, just boat.
So, are you looking to fish or just get
Yeah, I don't
canned?
fish. I
That's-
just would rather boat.
She doesn't have any hooks on the pole.
I don't even have a pole usually. I'm more like the cheerleader. Oh, that's a big one. Way to go.
That sounds awful. We don't do that snag and drag stuff like catching walleye. It's just we don't go down to the river or do any of that stuff either. It's just that's not really fishing.
That's hectic down there.
Yeah.
You just want to push somebody in the water.
So do you hunt too? Because I know you do. I see pictures.
I try to, but
Yeah, I hung
every
out
time
there.
it seems like I want to go hunting.
No patience.
No, it comes to the point as work gets super hectic.
Yeah. That's when you call it
No.
sick.
Where do you work?
JB and Sons Contracting.
And you work for Mosier?
Yes.
What do you do? What do you guys do?
Dirt work, excavating,
Well, jack of all trades.
master of none.
Nope.
So does Blaine hunt? He hunts with you now, right?
Yes.
He's old enough to.
Yes.
I thought I seen a
Yeah, he
picture
shot
of.
his first deer this year, and my dad shot one. I shot one, and my oldest boy Blaine shot one, all in 4 hours at her cabin in West Virginia. So that was really neat.
Oh, that's cool. How old's Blaine now?
He just turned 8.
So he's wheeling something.
Go karts.
Yeah.
Yep.
How's your dad been? We've known you since you were this high,
Yeah.
racing out of Skunk Hollow.
Yep.
And now Blaine's only a little taller than that, isn't he?
He's about the same size.
Is he?
A little skinnier than I
Yeah.
was then.
He was. He always helped out Paul Weaver and
Yep.
them guys and hung out. So he's doing good. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, actually, he just went to the races this past Saturday. That's first time in probably, since I was running sprint cars.
Oh, really?
So it's been 5 years or so.
Does he live in the area still?
Yeah, he just bought a house on the west side of town. And Paul and I have been helping build him a big pole barn / garage.
Yeah.
So
That's where his grandson's race car is going to be eventually. Is that how it's
Yep.
going to work out? Yeah. Planning ahead. That's good.
And your little one, how old's he?
he'll be 2 in September.
He's got a while yet.
About another year.
Yeah.
And he'll be.
He's probably already on a little Hot Wheels type of
Yeah.
thing. The Power
He,
Wheels. type of thing.
anytime he gets crabby, I always have racing recorded on the DVR, and I just hit play, and he'll sit right down, and
Nothing wrong with that.
oh, absolutely not. He's
Well,
got
you
the edge.
No kids for you, right?
Don't catch for me. That's
Yeah.
right now that I know of.
There's a big no shaking head over there. She's too
Yeah.
busy wanting to go fishing. So
That's all right. We're on the house hunt right now, so
Well, that's always fun.
yeah, it's been on the house hunt for almost a year now.
you're not very good at hunting either.
No, but for
Can't
houses,
fish, can't hunt.
I'm worthless. I give up
Now you're doing good in a race car.
every once in a while.
Yeah.
No, it's just location. You gotta find location first, and then you gotta find a house, and then does it have a shop, or is there enough room to build a shop? So
Where do you keep your stuff now? Because you got a couple.
I
race
keep
cars.
my shop. I keep everything in Bellevue.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Is that where your dad's at?
no,
Yeah.
friend's house.
Oh okay. Okay.
Yeah, when I moved from that place, I lived in Erwin before, and then
Right.
when I moved out there, I had to go back to a single car garage. So
There's nothing wrong with
a
that.
couple race cars won't fit in a single car garage.
Yeah, you can put one in the trailer and one in the garage.
Have you ever
Well, we
seen
got
his
four,
garage?
so-
No kidding. It's like my closet.
Yes.
Yeah, my trailer's actually got more square foot than my garage.
Probably.
We got a 32 by 46 shop, and it's filled.
You run the non-wing stuff and wing 305.
Yeah.
You know the 410 wing stuff, right? That stuff's in the.
There's wing mounts on a car.
Oh, okay. So you.
I'm
could
trying to
run-
get Tony to chop them off, but Dad says no.
Yeah.
So does the car owner, but they want to try it. I says maybe when we get in a pinch, but
Who's the car owner?
Steve and Brenda Daniels.
I
That's
like
what I
watching
knew.
Mike take the wing off.
What's that?
I like watching him take the wing off.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Good with that.
Fremont wasn't a good one. We
No.
tried something new, and it just didn't work out for us.
Yeah, usually you're really good in the non-wing stuff. I'm not saying that you're not good in the wing stuff, but
Yeah,
The
well,
non-wing stuff
I think the
seems to
thing with
be
the wing
your-
stuff is that Brian can relate to this. Is that when the motors are a big key factor, but Brian has a little bit more experience than I do. So with the wing factor of it all,
Well, if Farmer would get the track right. Like
I'll
he
take
just
that
said.
track every weekend.
I hate
But
that
I'll tell you what, there was
track. Oh my
3
God.
wider racing. It took away the curb. There was so you could run the bottom, the middle, and the top, but you still had to have some.
see, I
talent.
missed all that because I couldn't see it through the dust.
See, it wasn't bad.
Well, no, let's not complain about the dust. We don't want. He's in the other room.
I
so-
know. Oh, he's
Yeah,
Did
right.
they put soap or calcium in it to knock dust out?
I don't know what.
Dawn
he-
dish soap?
I-
Is that the magic?
Yeah.
magic?
That fixes everything.
I could see. I don't care.
I can see.
Although I
Way
think-
cheaper for tear offs too, right?
A lot
Yeah, it was.
cheaper.
I-
Gappy didn't have to borrow any from me.
I think I put a blue shop towel on the steering and just went like that.
Yeah, there you go. The week before, I
See,
went
I
through
just
3
like
stacks.
that.
of
I like that more cowboy out stuff. I like to see.
Me too.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I like it too, but when you can, it makes it feel good when you can compete.
Yeah.
He's a little down on motor in the 305. Right?
A little bit, it floats the valves about 5,800 RPM.
That's more than a little bit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot down.
This year, I don't think we missed a show with the 305 yet.
So that's good.
I think we raced 4 or 5 times, whatever it's been, but it hasn't been pretty. But I'm there.
Having
Are
fun.
you still kicking that table?
I probably am,
Why
but
should you
I
yell?
have a habit of moving my feet, like my hands.
Just tuck them back a little bit here. Put 'em
Yeah,
down.
why is it the brake pedal that you keep moving too?
Oh.
I don't know, because if I set this one back, it probably won't move when I get up.
So you're part of that the threesome team, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we had Dustin on earlier. How's that? Is that
It's good.
It's
It
good,
gets
yeah.
hectic, but it's
yeah,
good.
Y'all
I mean,
work out
there's
of
a-
the same place.
Yep. And there's always something going on. There's been a lot of late nights up there here lately between all of us, and I mean
Who's the third one?
Dana Fry,
Dana. That's right.
Gappy.
Gappy.
Yeah, I was sitting here trying to think who it was, and I couldn't think who it was.
Yeah, he actually had his. They bent the right side of the truck up opening night at Attica. He's been fighting it since then, and they finally figured out something to make it a little better this past weekend. He actually had a good run going.
And then someone wrecked him.
Yep.
Was it you? Was it Steve?
No.
No.
Someone else wrecked him.
Oh, that's right.
It took me a while to adapt to this truck racing. I mean,
Yeah,
because
that was my
I
next
always
question.
ran open wheel,
Right.
and the first couple times we ran, people would slam into me, and I'd get out and be out really mad and wanting to bang somebody's head together. And Donnie says, "Just hit them back. You got fenders on it. You ain't going for a ride." Okay, you got a good point there.
How's the racing?
What's that?
How's the racing with the trucks?
Different.
Yeah.
Very different.
How so?
Much tighter. You got half the tire and twice the weight.
Takes it under.
Yes. Loose is fast on the verge of out of control.
You guys were only going like 35 miles an hour. on
Probably.
Saturday. About 10 miles an hour slower than us because we weren't going much faster than that.
Oh my gosh, it was really slow.
I got some good in-car camera
Yeah.
stuff from that.
Taking the top.
No, I coulda. You're going through the corners and I'm going, it's way back right there. And then you go down straight away and it's
Change the
That's the way I felt.
station.
I seen my dad on the fence.
You're
doing
just
everything.
looking at him on the fence.
either the track was that slow or we was just that
They
slow.
were like
One-
17 and 18 second
17.8 was my fastest lap in
Yeah.
the feature.
And I always get on Twitter afterwards because I can always rely on Trey Jacobs to
Mhm.
post that stuff so that I know that. I'm aware of that. So I was aware of that because he posted that. Basically, he didn't really like the
It must
track.
have went pretty fast though, because we were done before the sun was down. So we must have been going fast somewhere, right?
Well,
Just moving it along.
Yeah, you just gotta look
yeah,
at
because
it.
at 8:30, I thought we were gonna. I mean, the features were rolling out at 8:30. I thought
Right.
that was a good night. Of course, we still didn't get out of there till 10:30, but
You got it for me.
You guys shut the lights off on me.
did we?
Yeah.
I was still rebuilding.
Oh, sorry. We need to pay closer attention to that. I was in a
Yeah,
hurry
people
to
were
get
still
home.
broke down.
It was
You
early.
didn't carry your stuff up. You
Even
Well,
though
that
it was-
wasn't my fault. That would have went go back to the racetrack.
Even though it was dusty, with being as slick as it was, that I could at least, I've seen a dozen or so slide jobs though. I mean, they weren't high speed, but they were big slide jobs.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing that's cool about that though, is when it's slick you can do it, you're not stuck right to one surface. And especially for the 305 guys to be able to pull a slider, that's a big deal too, because that don't happen very often.
Yeah, you don't quite have that burst going out of the
No,
corner.
you can't get up to it and blow the wheels off the curb on that.
I didn't go to Attica Friday night, but I noticed that, like, even in the fast points, there's a big shake-up in fast points and Fremont points.
Yeah, well, Craig
Events
Mintz got
set
busted
out.
up on Friday
Yeah.
and he didn't make it on Saturday. I haven't talked to him. Anybody talked to him?
I seen he posted that he was beat up but he was okay, just sore. Said he
Yeah.
hasn't taken a ride like that since Eldora, I believe.
That's what I've
or-
seen he posted.
I
Did
don't remember him
one
putting
car
it.
just get together with another and it all collided all them cars? Or?
Depends on who you ask what happened. But there was one driver at fault. I can tell you that. But if you ask
It's
each
been
driver,
Which
different.
driver they're going to tell
Right,
each
you.
right.
driver's going to
'Cause
tell
it
you it's a
wasn't
different
them.
guy.
How many was involved in that 6?
I didn't
Yeah.
go over.
I think
4
there-
guys upside down.
Yeah, I think there was 6 collected
Okay.
all together.
How did there only? Oh yeah, that'd be 12 cars. That's,
Yep. So Krager got kind of dinged up in that deal. We'll see. Chris Andrews had a great weekend.
Yep.
He
Ended up
did. Picked up.
first and second, and took the points lead and fast, I think. And
Yeah, he did.
so them guys picked it up. They were struggling.
They
a little
needed
bit
that.
in the
I
beginning
think
of the
there
year.
was, we were talking about Speed Week and teams struggling, and I think that was one of the teams here locally in Fremont that's probably done a little bit of struggling.
Yeah, needed to get turned around
Yeah,
going into that.
yep.
That was a nice slide job. I mean, that was that was
Yeah, it
definitely
was.
close.
He was in deep before
Yes,
he did that too.
yes.
You can find that online somewhere. Somebody posted that.
he was already at the bottom and just decided that.
Well, no, they were into the corner.
Oh.
I mean, they were a third of the way into the corner when he drove through there and made it work. It wasn't one of the ones where you go down to the bottom and you slide up in front of him. It was right here, and it was a real tight slide.
Uh-huh.
It was a good one.
I was sitting
I
right
missed
there
it.
watching that. That was
He tried it a couple laps
Yeah.
before, and then he ended up like 10 car lengths back. And Caleb, I think, actually almost got underneath.
yeah.
him that
Actually, I think Caleb did get around him, and then a
Yeah.
lap later he ran right around the high side. They were hooked up there. I mean,
That was, I think they just put a new car and new motor together recently too, so it's good to get that hooked up. You guys racing Speedway?
Thursday, so that way they can finally cut my hair. It's
Are the
driving
trucks
me
in the
nuts.
305s?
Yes. I don't know if 305s are Thursday.
I think both divisions are.
Steven's looking at the schedule quick.
305s are Thursday.
I thought they were.
So maybe they are both days.
It
That's
just
gonna be a busy deal.
Thursday's a full show. Saturday just 4 times. Both nights are full show.
Yeah, I thought
Okay, so both nights. You gonna run both nights with the 305?
No, I'm not real sure. What do you say? Thursday, Friday?
Thursday,
Thursday,
Saturday.
Saturday.
Thursday, Saturday? I'm not sure we are Saturday, so I'd have to check on that. But I know Wednesday we go to Indiana, run a non-wing race, and then go back home, and then Thursday we're gonna run the 305.
So you're gonna come
Yeah.
and support your buddy to get his hair shaved?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you
You're not gonna
go.
take part though. You got a decent head of hair up there. You can.
You'd be surprised. It's pretty thin.
He did donate some T-shirts for the auction. But look how cool Brad's gonna look with his little. Did you see these?
With his gigantic button.
You get a button.
Oh, button.
Yes, that's for on your suit
Okay.
and your headband. How cool are the headbands?
That's gonna at least keep it warm a little bit.
Get you some
Right. It's gonna be like 95
really
degrees.
super cool knee socks.
I think I might have to wear some shorty shorts
Yeah,
for this.
for the game.
Some dudes.
Definitely.
No, I'm saying for Thursday, some shorty shorts.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of photographers there. You might not want to do that.
Ooh.
It could be anywhere.
Have you seen how some of them guys dressed up for the game last year?
When is that game? For sure.
That was
How'd that
perfect.
feel?
It was wide
It's a
open.
big pin on
That
that.
is a big pin. It got me. Yeah, some of those guys.
Guess
can
we can't
dress.
take her
Saturday at
fishing.
Jim Ford Classic. This is a kickball game.
Yes,
What's the date of that?
September
September.
13th.
What is it? 13th?
September 13th. Yep.
Are you around the bus series or the MTS series?
We're
There.
planning on going for the MTS deal,
Maybe
just for
Lee.
the simple fact that
That'd be
it takes a
good.
little bit less fundage to do it.
I got you on camera, so
They have a race on Saturday.
Yeah, that's the worst
They
thing.
may-
I'm in good
I
shape.
don't know. We'll have to look at our schedule. Yeah, next Saturday.
Yeah. No, I thought they did.
I don't know. Like I said, we'll have to look. I don't keep track of it. I get told when I race.
Are you running for points in that MTS deal?
Yeah, I was hoping to go into that first 2-day race to take the points lead then, but bad luck took us on that. So we're fourth in that with 40 points behind. So
Yeah, but you win a couple races, you can pick that up.
our goal this year was 10 races. So I don't know if that's gonna.
How many you got?
None.
Oh,
Oh,
better step it up a little.
Right, but I was hoping, like I said, I went into that weekend and we shoulda, woulda, coulda done
Yeah.
two races off the bat on that. But just bad luck.
Joey Irwin's always trying to get me to go to their races, and it just racing the
Conflict.
points. It's tough to
Mhm.
do, but there's a 2-day show at Merritt. Is it August or September? But they did it a few years ago, and we got to go up there and do it. And then I put that on the schedule this year because we're off at Fremont.
Right.
That's a long
How was it when you went there that year? Did they have like that Coke syrup or beet grindings on it or whatever?
I don't.
Or was it real slick and take rubber?
It was real slick, and it didn't take rubber. It was real sandy.
Mhm.
The sand was blowing off. A lot like crystal, kind of.
Okay.
It was kind of, it never took rubber. It was just sand blowing across the top of it. But we were running.
like Lakeville then.
Sort of, yeah, similar to that.
The thing is, the difference I noticed between like slick racetracks like Lakeville and slick tracks up north is it could be dead slick, but the grittiness of that sand, you can still get a hold of it compared
Yeah.
to like
You know,
a dust.
segregate the tires.
Oh yeah. But if you can win races, junk 'em.
Well,
Yeah, for sure. I think we ran ninth the first night. Somebody spun us out, and then we ran second the second night. So
were you sideways when they spun you out?
No.
Okay.
Well, I was sideways when he ran into the back of me and turned me sideways because it was an on the bottom kind of deal. We just got
Oh.
blasted. He didn't just spin me out though. He spun two other guys out too, so we were all in a big pile.
It's
But
always fun.
I like racing with them guys up there. It's a
Yeah, I mean they got a good group of guys. I just think sometimes they get a few of their off breeders in that don't have a race that weekend and try to come in and take the wing off, and it just doesn't work out. Best of luck for
You don't just take the wing off and race.
I don't try to be like
You can.
right.
I've done it.
You understand.
Right. I did it
Learn
too.
somehow.
There's a
Well-
great series of pictures of me at Finley getting upside down from just taking the wing off and racing it. But, all right. So, is anything else you want to talk about? You guys got any Skunk Hollow stories or anything that you want?
Just too young.
Too young.
So
I remember putting Doug Berryman upside down for the win at Skunk Hollow back in the 90s. 89,
Early
90.
90s, yeah. How old are you?
Just turned 30 this year.
Oh wow.
And yeah, wow, I was right.
Yeah. No kidding. You're not quite that old. are you?
No, I'm only 25.
25. Yeah, you are pretty young. You got a long way to go.
Back on Throwback Thursday, I've seen a few different people post pictures from Skunk Hollow, and everybody's trying to figure out who different drivers are, because that's been how long ago.
It's a long time. My dad had a go-kart track back in 88 to 91, and he raced out there. Paul Weaver, John Ivey, Clay Kime,
Doug
Steve
Berryman.
Zabo, Doug Berryman. All them guys raced out there. At one time or
Lozano's
another.
and Duke Shires and
Did you guys ever get that E-Mod or street stock looking go-kart together? That
It's hanging on my brother's wall.
Is it?
Yeah, we got this stuff. We could probably.
I really kick myself in the butt for not. Yeah, hey, I gotta be careful on that. I get trouble like that, but not keeping that.
Yeah, we
That's
had my dad had built a NASCAR modified looking thing, and really neat car. And when he sold the house where the racetrack was at and everything, it ended up in the attic of the barn. I think John Jennifer still lives there, doesn't he?
Yes.
Still lives there. And anyway, it ended up at what is it? Progressive, metals
Oh,
over here,
yeah.
on top of a pile. And I mean, how many years later? How many years ago was that? It was 5, 6
It was
years
probably
ago.
no, it was 2008.
Okay, so it was five years ago.
Something like that. I don't know. I'm not very good.
Well,
He gets a hold of me and he says, "Hey, I found it." Yeah. Did you know 3 Mile Rock?
I actually went to
Clyde,
Oh, okay.
that explains
There you
it.
go.
He gets a hold of me and says, "Hey, this car is, from back then." And he said, "Do you want it?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, we want it for sure." And he charged me $50 for something he got off the junk pile, but
That's exactly what I paid for it.
yeah, but still, it was worth it. And it was a car that my brother drove back then, and
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, so and it looks just like a NASCAR modified too. It was a really neat deal that my dad built, but it's cool to have it back and still have some of the history from back then, especially with all the guys that Clay and Johnny will be in the Hall of Fame for sure. Paul Weaver will probably be in the Hall of Fame at Fremont Speedway, so it's neat to have some
Speaking of
history from
Weaver,
back then.
what did he do? Take himself out of his own car and put Jamie Miller in?
Yeah, they're
What's over
struggling with the car, and they want to try something different. And Paul said he was frustrated, so we put Jamie in it to see if it was him or if it's the car. Or
So what'd they figure out?
I think it's the car.
Is it the car?
It seems like it fades off really bad. It looks good for most of the night, and then usually about 10 laps in the feature every time it
I
just.
seen Jamie come in, like he always comes in through the
Yep.
the hen house there, and he was just in like straight clothes, and then next time I seen him, he was in a suit, and
That's kind of neat. I mean, it's been what, a couple of years since 2 years. Did he race last year?
A little.
I think it was 2 years ago.
I think that was 2 years
He
ago.
won that Nottingham show.
and he's a hard racer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yes, he is.
I watched him in his heat race, and I kind of watched like this because he races really hard.
All right, that's all I got. Thanks for coming on, guys. We got one more thing we got to do here.
Huh?
I quieted up
This
the
is,
room.
Yeah. This is having a ball with Art. You guys know Art Ball, and I'm supposed to play a word is his name, and he actually did this. You got to put this on your head, draw a picture of your race car, put your number on it, and then you can look at it and
That's what all
autograph it
those
for
are
us.
hanging out. I don't know if
Yeah,
you guys
that's what all those
noticed
are
when
out
you
there.
came
Jim Linder, Mark Keegan,
Everybody's done it
Bobby
except
Clark.
for
So does it go right down here? Or you get to do it too?
No. We don't do it. We're the host. You just do
Oh,
it.
yeah, I think you should do it too.
So
in. We make the rules here.
yeah, we make
You
the
guys
rules.
just go
you
by
get to go
it.
first. I wanted to see yours, but
Oh,
they're drawing first.
boy. All right, we'll try this.
So it plays good on the video.
He knows.
You do that, he's gonna have to sign your head. Anyway.
Oh yeah, hold on. You should go first, and then let me do it. All right, let's try this.
So he started out on the lines first of all, so he's doing it backwards. He's already crashed. That's not the top of your head. That's the front of your head.
Oh,
There we go.
what's the
Now we're
difference?
talking.
He's
There's a big
dug
difference.
dirt or something out there. He can't get his hands on that far.
I poured concrete all
Pour
day.
concrete. I
Even
knew there
more.
was a
Holy
reason.
crap! I don't know where I stopped.
Are you driving a truck or a 305 up there?
This is gonna be whatever it looks like closest.
There's been some pretty good ones out there. Dustin
I
Keegan,
seen
your
that.
teammate's truck was pretty decent. He put the one dirt on it and
He
everything.
did.
Can I draw a dirt truck? That's way easier.
Well, you didn't drive a dirt truck,
You
so
can go without the wing. That takes a little bit off of it.
yeah.
That seems to be where everyone struggles is getting the wing put on the right place.
Oh yeah, that's not even.
Does
That
it
looks
look like
nice.
Autograph it for us.
I don't even want to tell you what it looks like.
Yeah, I know.
It's definitely not what it's supposed to be.
Well, I'm going to tell you that's not the first
Sure.
time that something slightly inappropriate has
Sure.
been drawn there. Don't flip it over. We got to
Oh,
show
no.
everybody first. Oh yeah, that's
Maybe hold it upside down. Maybe no one will
what-
notice it.
Yeah.
Do we
Hey,
know-
I think I don't know which way I was drawing.
I think it was that way.
I'm not sure what that is.
I'm not, I think it's a body of a lady or.
All right, let's do that the right way. Let's put it on that
All
side.
right, so we got to hold it up here, right?
Put it right on top of your head. Let's draw a
gonna be
picture.
Real fast, like?
No.
No.
Well, we used to have a minute time limit, but we kind of went away from that because nobody really took it anyway. But there's been some good ones.
There has been.
Nate Dussels was pretty good, and Chris Andrews was really good. and-
Or then you got
Speedo.
Sabitos. It just says Dussel is overrated.
Yeah, he didn't really follow the rules, but
He never did.
Yeah, we kinda knew
We
that
weren't real
about-
surprised by Brian.
didn't take it very long.
Hey,
No way.
That's a
Is
lot
that the
closer.
number?
no. That was just supposed to be like some
It's gonna
part of the
explain
body.
it to us.
Oh, okay. Well, autograph
part
that.
of
You want
it.
that autograph?
Yep.
You don't
go
really know
autograph.
How are you
Part of
supposed
the
to do this without a wing on? That's the bad part.
That's up to you. We just give you the
See, we figure
parameters.
somewhere
You
down
gotta
the
fit in.
road, your kids will see these hanging in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. They're gonna think, what were you drawing, Dad?
My
Well,
dad was drunk.
It was funny because
Where'd he come from?
Bobby Clark was in here and he said, "Boy, I thought them were little kids out
That's
there."
what I was looking
Yeah,
at.
me too. I see that I'm on the wall
Every
of
single-
fame out there. That was pretty good.
Yeah, you're the little kid. Just imagine your picture's going to be hanging with Mark Keegan and Jim
We've
Linder
actually conned every guest so far into doing it, except for Rick. Rick,
and Rick
the minute he
Furkel.
walked in the door, he's like, I'm not doing it.
Yep.
Before we even talked, he was like, I'm not doing that drawing thing.
I didn't think he said hello before
No.
he said that. It was kind of
Just
funny.
so you know, I'm not doing it.
Yes, sir, Mr. Sir, whatever you want.
That Legends race was pretty cool to see
Yeah.
all them guys.
Yeah, you grew up watching, being an older guy.
Mhm.
You grew up watching a bunch of them.
You
guys.
really gotta call me like that?
Yeah, well, he's only 25, so.
I still remember watching some of that.
Well, it's a lot. There was like such a difference. Like there was probably guys you remember, and then the older.
Officer and Linder and Jerry Niemeyer.
I think
Those
it's
guys
cool
and
because people are still
Rodney
talking about it.
Duncan.
Mm.
It's been 2 weeks now, and people are still.
Did you go around and get some autographs? I got one autograph. Todd Vance was the only autograph I got. I didn't realize when they put him in the Hall of Fame, I didn't realize he only raced 8 years.
Not long.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he was one of the first guys there. I remember being a fast guy. When I first came to Fremont, started watching, racing with Mark Keegan and that, and then he quit in '88 or '89 or
Yeah.
something. But it was pretty early.
So you took your autograph supplies and everything, and you only got one.
I did, yeah. I took 3 cameras.
He was pretty excited about this deal.
I was, and I didn't use anything. I took 5 pictures with my phone. And
You
that
like
was it.
taking pictures though.
I do. I take all
If you're
kinds
not
of pictures.
racing,
of
you're
video.
taking pictures.
Yeah. I had 3 GoPros on my race car at one time this year.
Now where do you get
Taking
3
all-
GoPros from?
One from a sponsor, and one for mine, and one for my brother. And
Okay.
I like to put all that stuff together.
I tried to help out early in this whole last lap thing and take pictures and send to him, but he's too bossy, so
Too bossy.
so I quit taking them.
If you didn't know, you don't take pictures or video like this.
How do you take
In
it?
case you can't see that, that's not how you take pictures
Is
or
that how you
video.
would do it? We'll take a vote here, because I
Look
bet
at that
you guys
TV.
take a
Okay.
picture
Look at that TV.
this
Right.
way.
Which way's the TV go? Goes like this.
Okay.
If you're watching something on TV and somebody videoed it straight up and down, what do you got the rest of the TV for? That's not how you do it. You video everything like this.
I
It's
never
all
did.
in landscape mode, none in portrait mode. She didn't know that.
See,
She
I didn't
must
know
have
there
known.
was a difference. I just said I'm going to turn it sideways to
Yeah.
take a better picture.
I don't
Well, there
even
you go.
think of
But
that.
it fits on the TV. Why? It doesn't fit on the TV straight up and down.
I use Pick Stitch. You can switch it and rotate it and spread it out, and it's all the same.
What's that one? You just hold the button and you can just pan around.
Pan around.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
have
there
that.
you go.
Yeah, I used that a few times. But for the Hall of Fame
Yeah, they-
inductions, I did that because you could get the whole crowd.
Yeah.
How would that look if you put it straight up and down? It'd be this wide. You wouldn't be able to see anything.
But then you just flip it around and it goes
Rotate
to
it.
it.
Right.
See?
The problem
So-
is when I do that, apparently my arms do this because it
goes
looks like
like this.
heartbeats.
Yeah. People's heads are missing and all that kind of stuff.
So both of you gonna be back on Thursday.
Yes.
You may be on Saturday.
Right.
You
Good.
need to get a win. Yep.
I just need to finish some races.
Okay, you need to finish. I'll take that back. You need
Yes.
to finish.
Start small. Does your boy give you a hard time when you're not finished?
Oh yes.
Is he mad?
No, he makes fun of me.
Oh, better get that.
Yeah.
So he
He's
fits
at
right
that
in the
age.
shop then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You still help? Is your dad helping you out still?
Yeah. Yeah, he's there every weekend.
I hear. Are you gonna make an appearance in Tornado Motor Speedway this weekend?
I will be there
Is that what day is he doing that?
on Saturday
Okay.
for the
So
guy.
you must not be racing anywhere.
No, I don't think no.
No, we
Oh,
don't
okay.
race this weekend.
Right,
So
Wow.
there's no non-wing race.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
So Clay Kirchenbauer has a racetrack at his house.
Oh,
Go-kart
I'm
track.
wondering.
You should
I'm
come
trying
check
to
it
think,
out.
gosh,
It gets
I-
pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
You gonna have a ride for that?
From what I understand, there's been one made available, but after the last couple of races last year, we wore each other out last year at both racetracks. At Big B Speedway, Tony Bieber's place, and then at
There's
Clay
been some
Kirchenbauer's
big
place.
slide jobs and
See, I
go-karts
knew
being
Big
done.
B, but you said this. You threw this Tornado Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, man, I've been to racetracks all over
Well,
the country, and I've not
Tornado
been
Motor
to
Speedway.
Tornado.
A tornado came across the field and wiped out half of Clay's house, so he had some insurance money they built this go-kart track with.
I bet his
So
nine.
one end you literally drive into a hill, so it's like a big bank track, and you drive down and it's completely flat.
That's
then
all
you
on
race back
Freeways
up
1 and
the-
2. Yeah, you slide through that end, and we had there was probably 6 or 8, probably 8 karts there last year, wasn't there?
For
When he had that last race down there,
at Tornado.
Yeah. I think there was.
We run the Clone Motor go-karts.
I bet his non-race loving wife loved using her insurance money to build a.
She comes out and does this.
Does she?
I think she enjoys it.
Yeah.
Does she drink?
No.
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 No, she came out and took pictures and everything. So yeah, she got along with that good. But we're gonna spend some time hanging out. I think I'm gonna go over. I just don't know if I ended up in the cornfield. I smashed into everybody when we were.
I gotta
racing
put new
Big
Nerf
E.
bars on.
Big Nerf bars.
You can't put any bigger ones on.
There you go. So, anyway, all right. Is there anything we need to do to close the show? Did we
I
not
don't
talk about
think so.
anything else?
I just wanted to remind everybody to go to www.kick-it.org and you can look up Fremont Speedway and make donations to Brad Keckler here.
Yeah, 'cause I need a haircut.
He needs a haircut.
And my name's on that list too.
and
so
Brian Smith.
somebody
And
throw
You're
in.
not getting much
25
hair to
other
cut
guys.
there,
Yeah, I'm
though.
growing. I'm trying. Like
his
I
wife
said.
said he's
It's even
becoming
growing on
a
top.
champ.
I think I got
Yeah,
you
a little
beat.
bit. No,
A little bit.
Just
I haven't had a
that's
haircut
hot,
since
though.
you guys asked me to
Really?
do it.
Oh, ouch.
I'm gonna try and find Brian Sabito. I don't know if he's watching, but somebody tell him that I
No,
need
it's
to borrow a
rolling bike night.
toupee.
He don't watch.
Got one.
Yeah. You got a toupee?
Oh,
It's
something.
a top. It's a top half.
Yeah.
That's all I need. I just need to fill in this area right here, so at least I can fake it
I
out.
told
That's
you
okay.
that group of boys would have it if you
Yeah.
went to one of them.
That's good.
I got long, curly, black hair.
I got a Rick
normally
James
put a-
mullet.
yeah.
Or like a long hair if you want that.
Hook me up with something, so at least I can go on the front straightaway with some hair, and then then we can peel it off and shave what's left, I guess.
I said we raise money and have you shave your head.
Oh God, here
And we were talking about that at the open.
I
I
had
probably
some,
can get $1,500.
I
for
actually
this.
had somebody out and put up $1,000, and I
$1,000
swear
for
to
the kid.
Lord.
I will buy you a wig.
Oh my gosh!
Just go with a bowl cut. Just come up here, do a high and tight.
I literally.
That's not the same. It's
I
not the
tried
same.
so hard last year because I was telling you, Rena Sauter, Kyle Sauter's wife, she does a deal. It's called St. Baldrick's, and it's kind of the same
Mhm.
thing. It's a different organization. She shaves her head every year.
And it
Every
grows
single
back.
year. Well, her hair normally is only like this long, so she don't wear long hair. And
You're a poser.
I hate it.
$1,000.
You know what? I can't even begin to tell you how bad it makes me feel. And I literally sat
Ooh,
and
no,
argued
please.
with myself.
She wouldn't do anything.
Trying, would you do it? It's a horrible feeling because I'm asking all these guys to do it, and I really, really
Hey,
wish
I
I
know
could.
if she sleeps though.
You won't be sleeping there.
Yeah, I wouldn't
that.
Girls in hair are different than boys in your hair.
I get it, but the kids.
I
Think
get
about
it.
the kids. Come on, how many
I
girls
get
are
it.
Right,
here?
how many
Yeah,
good
50.
haircuts have you had before? I know you've given me one, and so has Gabby.
I've given quite a few haircuts.
I remember Gabby gave me one on the back porch of my house with a flashlight and a pair of clippers with no attachment and a comb.
At Kevin Lee's house, I cut
Mohawks.
26 mohawks in one night after playing beer pong for about 6 hours.
Man,
Nice.
you would look good in a
That
mohawk.
was awesome.
Man.
It
She
all
would look
ended
good
up
in
with
a mohawk.
mohawks that night.
Yes.
I just can't even imagine.
I got a mohawk. It's just reverse.
That was a dirty trick, wasn't it?
Man. I used to have hair all the way down here too. I had a nice bowl cut and everything. I don't know what
We
happened.
really have to do something about the climate control in this room. Is it warm?
It is
Yeah.
warm. Let's finish the show up.
Holy moly.
Thanks for watching. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook. Check us out at lastlaplive.com.
Come check all three of you guys out Thursday night at the racetrack.
Yep, come out to Fremont Speedway. Watch the
Go to
speed
Kick
races.
It, donate some money.
Brad's gonna
Absolutely.
be. Brian's gonna be getting shaved. Brad's gonna be getting. Brad's, you got buckets and stuff up all over, don't you? Yeah, he's
Trying.
getting after it.
So donate.
You have a real quick story. Somebody's little boy.
Oh, Caleb, the other teammate in our truck garage, he's
This is
taking
really
some of
cool.
his birthday money and donating it to Kick It, trying to shave my head. So we're trying to raise money so that way he's 7 years old. I mean, he's taking his birthday money to do this.
Isn't that cool?
So there you go.
That's cool.
Get on their website, donate to Brad, and
Brian, you're still at 0.
So am I.
now I had an envelope on the back of my car at the races on Saturday, and there's $55 in there.
Oh my gosh.
It just hasn't been put onto the website yet. It's from different people donating into that envelope. So I'm at $55 right
There you
now.
go.
I'm not at the 1,000 that you would have if you would shave your head
Yes.
for the kids.
Probably 1,500.
Oh, I know.
Probably
I would take
1,500.
all the money that I raised, still shave my head and give
Those
it
are
towards
killing
you.
me
But
here.
Blaine, you could let him.
Yeah, there you
Caleb,
go.
you could let Caleb shave her head then. How about that? How
Yeah.
cool would that
That's
story
even
be?
so more enticing to have a 7-year-old shave my
I think
head.
Rich should get this. I think Rich should get to shave
Oh
it.
God, don't even tell him that.
Yeah, I don't know if that'd be a good idea. So we're gonna leave what was off camera off camera. Steven, we have other highlights to show.
I thought he was
They're
doing this.
fine.
with
Go
thumbs
ahead,
up.
show the
Those
five
are
and truck
on
events and highlights, and we will end the
Just
show
tell me what
right
place
there.
wants me to finish this weekend.
If you know Shelly's email, Facebook, Twitter, get on there, pressure her, push her.
Oh my God.
For $1,500, I think we
Stop
can
it,
raise, and she will
Steven.
shave
We're
her
done
head.
here tonight.
She will have to. We're out. See ya.
Bobby Clark stretches out down the back stretch, pulls away to a 5-car length lead. Ricky Peterson in second. Here comes the Castelia Catfish. Jordan Ryan on the bottom. Here comes Nate Dussel to the outside of Jordan Ryan. He'll take the second spot. Nate Dussel pulls to within 3 car lengths outside of turn 2. 5 flanges go in the air out of turn 4. 5 to go. And here comes Nate Dussel. Dussel to within 2 car lengths off of turn 2. Here comes Nate Dussel, right off the rear bumper now of Bobby Clark. Dussel to within 1 car length as they catch the back of the pack.
There he goes again, mixing sauces. Hot barbecue to Parmesan garlic and back again. You're not on the same page of the playbook, are you? It's time to speak up. Next time Loverboy goes to mix, set him straight.
We're gonna stop mixing sauces now, okay? Thank you.
Grab a seat. The game is on.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Sean Valenti gonna go up to the top side. Nobody else wants to go up there. He challenges Jimmy McGrath for second. Five to go for Corey Ward. Sean Valenti trying that high line. Can he hunt down Corey Ward in the next 5 laps? Here we go, 4 to go this time by. Here we go, single file restart. Green and white together, here we go. Only 1 lap, hang on, Matt Foose. Oh, and Jeff Ward.
3640.
Checker flag, here we go, to the checker, Corey Ward.